She don't need no garden gate, no fancy place or perfect fate. She grows where the dry winds howl, in rocky soil and weather foul. With the sun too hot and the rain too late, she still stands tall in a desert state. And folks pass by but don't assume that she's the kind who'll quietly bloom. She's a wildflower bloom in a world that moves too fast too soon, rooted deep in untamed ground, grace and grit without a sound. You can't pick her, can't tie her down. She'll rise again each time she's found. Through storm and sun, through loss and ruin, she's life itself, a wildflower bloom. She's got dirt beneath her nails, a heart that writes her own tall tales. No need for mirrors or painted lips, just wind and will and fingertips. She dances with the breeze at night, sleeps under stars, holds her herd tight. But in the morning, clear and true, she shines in colors you never knew. She's a wildflower bloom in a world that rushes, calls her too soon. She bends but never breaks apart, carries fire in her softest part. No map can trace the path she takes, but every mile she somehow makes. Through drought or flood, through shade and plume, she stands her ground. A wildflower bloom. So here's to the ones the world forgets, who grow in places the sun barely sets. Their beauty's not loud, but it runs deep. They're the dreams this earth will always keep. She's a wildflower bloom, not made for pots or quiet rooms. She belongs to fields and skies, to whispered winds and long goodbyes. So let her be and let her roam. She'll always find her way back home. Through joy or ache, through root and bloom, she's strength and bloom, a wildflower bloom. She walks by like a melody, soft as the wind through a willow tree. And I smile like I always do, but she don't see the fire I've carried through. She laughs with him, he holds her tight, and I nod like it don't cut deep each night. 1,000 words I'll never say, 'cause love like mine, it don't get to stay. She deserves better than a quiet man with empty pockets and calloused hands. She needs bright lights in a sky full of stars, not a worn out truck in a patched up heart. So I let her go without a fight, swallow my truth every lonely night. She'll never know I wrote her name in every letter, 'cause deep down I knew she deserves better. I fix her fence, I light her porch, I'm always near, but never more
she cried, I'd be the first to show. But I stay behind the love she'll never know. And she deserves better than a second thought, than a man who loves her but says he does not. She deserves dancing in a new dress glow, not the small town secret I never show. So I keep my distance, play the part, while she runs wild with someone else's heart. She'll never see the lines, I never let her, 'cause I always knew she deserves better. And maybe one day when he lets her fall, she'll look around and I'll still stand tall. But she deserves better than waiting years, than tears that fall in silence here. If loving means letting her fly so free, then loving her means hiding me. She'll never hear this song, not ever, but every word says she deserves better. Someday we'll find our way back home, through tangled paths where wild winds roam. Beneath the sky of fading light, we'll chase the stars that pierce the night. The echoes of our whispered dreams flow like a river, endless streams. And though the night may seem too long, our hearts will write a brand new song. Through dust and shadows, storms we've braved, lost in the maps that time mislaid. With every scar, with every fall, we learn to rise, to stand up tall. Our footprints pressed in shifting sand, a story held within our hands. And if the world forgets our names, love will remain the only flame. Someday we'll find our way back home, to fields where wildest dreams have grown, where hearts no longer fear to roam. Someday we'll find our way back home. Between the silence and the roar, there lies a place worth fighting for, a quiet space where souls align, where your heart forever meets with mine. Someday we'll find our way back home, though now the road is rough and long. With hope to light the paths unknown, someday my love will find our way back Mornings come with a frosted breath, boot prints and dew, quiet as death. Leaves turn gold on the cottonwood trees, and the horses steam in the cooling breeze. The fields lie calm, the summer's done, but there's still work from sun to sun. The sky burns orange as the daylight fades, and gratitude grows in the life we've made. It's autumn on the ranch where the silence sings of worn-out saddles and grateful things. Crisp air fills these calloused hands as we mend and ride across this land. There's peace in the work, pride in each chance. That's autumn, autumn on the ranch. Cattle move slow through rust-colored light, and supper waits by the fire each night. We don't need much, just family and grace, and the strength to meet the changing pace. Chores don't stop just 'cause the wind turns cold, but there's a warmth in this life we hold. The pastures sleep beneath the fading sun, and we thank the Lord when the day is done. It's autumn on the ranch where the silence sings of worn-out saddles and grateful things. Crisp air fills these calloused hands as we mend and ride across this land. There's peace in the work, pride in each chance. That's autumn, autumn on the ranch. Pumpkins on the porch, smoke in the sky. Stories round the fire as the night drifts by. It's autumn on the ranch where the silence sings of long day labors and all that it brings. We hold tight to what's built and planned as the leaves fall soft on this hallowed land. There's love in the soil and faith in the stands. That's autumn, autumn on the ranch. The clock kept ticking, the light stayed on, chasing dreams that always moved along. Crowds and noise, the rush and race, but then I found you and found my place. You didn't speak loud, didn't try to shine, but in your stillness I found mine. With one soft smile, the world slowed down. You were silence in a runaway town. You were my quiet in a world that never stopped, a steady hand when the wheel spun off, a whispered prayer in a hurricane sky, my reason, my rhythm, my lullaby. When the noise came crashing like a flood, you were my quiet, you were enough. I never knew peace till I met your eyes, like porch light glow on a summer night. The city roared, but I heard your tune, soft as the wind and full as the moon. You were my quiet in a world that never stopped, my place to land, my calm, my rock, a whispered prayer in a hurricane sky, my reason, my rhythm, my lullaby. When the noise came crashing like a flood, quiet, and you were enough. Now I carry your voice in the still of the dark, a hush in the storm, a beat in my heart. You were my quiet in a world that never stopped, and even now I still feel that soft, unspoken love, the peaceful kind that never left, though you're not mine. When life gets loud, I've had enough. I remember you're quiet, and I still find love. When the headlines scream and the nights run long, and the weight of the world feels all kinds of wrong, I drive that road back to where hearts stay warm, to my front porch light and my little calm in the storm. Amid the chaos, they're my steady flame, calling my name like a soft refrain. When I'm lost in the noise and the battle runs strong, they remind me where I truly belong. My family, my anchor, my prayer, my song, my calm in the storm, where I hold on. Laughter in the kitchen, toys on the floor, coffee at sunrise, love behind the door. The world may shake, but I stand still in the house we build on stubborn will. Amid the chaos, they're my steady flame, calling my name like a soft refrain. When I'm lost in the noise and the battle runs strong, they remind me where I truly belong. My family, my anchor, my prayer, my song, my calm in the storm, where I hold on. They don't need to say a word, just a touch, a smile, and my soul is heard. Amid the chaos, they're all I need, the roots that grow while the world speeds. When everything's burning and hope feels gone, they're the reason I keep holding on. My family, my anchor, my prayer, my song, my calm in the storm, where I belong.
Me in the cold that night, took your love and vanished from sight. I begged, I cried, I broke in two, but somehow I got through. She found me when I was just a shell, showed me love and loved me well, held my hand, healed my pain, helped me learn to smile again. Now you're here, saying you regret the love we lost, the things you left, but I can't turn from what
saw the good when I had no clue. You let me fall, she pulled me in. I won't betray the heart that let me begin. You see the man that I am now, but she believed when I didn't know how. Where were you when I couldn't stand? She was right there, holding my hand. Some hearts come late, some never stay, but hers has never walked away. I've got a love I won't undo, and I owe that more than I owe you. So thank you for the lesson, for the scar, but I found out who my true friends are. She stayed when the sky turned black. I've got no reason to look back. You had your chance, now love begins with a woman who took me in. You had your chance, now love begins with a woman who took me in.
The Woodlands farming bow was born.
Morning dew on the faded grass, where time moves slow, moments last. The porch swing creaks like it did before, on the land I was born, that I adore. Older roads that lead me back to memories I thought I'd lost track. The smell of pine, the evening breeze whispers softly through the trees. This is the place that shaped my soul, where broken hearts were made whole. No matter where the world has torn, I'm forever tied to the land I was born. Song at the close of day carries laughter that won't fade away, and every star that lights the sky feels like a friend watching me from high. And this is the place that shaped my soul, where broken hearts were made whole. No matter where the world has torn, I'm forever tied to the land I was born. Sometimes I close my eyes and roam back to that quiet, sacred home, where love was simple and life was slow. And every goodbye meant I'd come back home. Well, this is a place that shaped my soul, where broken hearts were made whole. No matter where the
dreamed to build a bridge of light to span the dark between our nights. With trembling hands and hopeful eyes, we reached for stars in tangled skies. But every beam we placed with care fell heavy with a silent prayer. The space between us grew so wide, though we stood close, we lost the guide. Words we whispered turned to stone, cold and sharp we built alone. Each promise cracked beneath the weight of fears and pride we could not break. A bridge that should have pulled us near became a wall of doubt and fear. We laid the planks but missed the way and found ourselves so far astray. We're building a bridge that separates, a crossing lost in fragile fates, trying to reach but pulling apart. Bridges we build keep breaking hearts, if only we tear it down instead and find the path where love could tread. In twilight's hush, I see your face. Behind the walls, a quiet place. The distance grows with every day, yet in my heart I hope and pray that bridges break but souls remain, and love can rise from ash and pain. If we could dare to let it fall, we'd find a way to hear love's call. Sometimes the hardest thing to do is burn the roads we thought were true. But when the fire clears the sky, new paths appear for you and I. We're building a bridge that separates, but maybe now we'll change our fates. Lay down the stones, rebuild again, a bridge that leads to hearts unchained. If only we tear it down instead and walk the path where love can tread. The bridge between us made of pain can crumble, fall, and rise again.
Rain's beating down on the old tin roof, lightning flashing like the world's telling truth. But mama's laughing in her apron strings, like the thunder don't mean a single thing. Kids barefoot dancing in the mud, daddy's boots tracking puddles and love. The wind may howl but we stay warm, holding tight through every storm. Sweet tea in the storm, calm in the fight, faith on the porch and hearts held tight. Life gets wild but we've got our way, rocking through the wreck in the light of day. The world may roar, but we pour and pour sweet tea in the storm. Grandma hums by the candle flame, telling stories like nothing's changed. We've lost things, sure, but we still stand, built this life with weathered hands. The dog curls up by the old wood stove, and peace don't ask where the wind will go. Trouble comes but it don't stay long, not with love this strong. Sweet tea in the storm, calm in the fight, faith on the porch and hearts held tight. Life gets wild but we've got our way, rocking through the wreck in the light of day. The world may roar, but we pour and pour sweet tea in the storm. It's not just sugar, not just leaves. It's a love that lives in memories. Sweet tea in the storm, warm and clear. Hope in a glass, the ones we hold near. Rain might fall, winds might warn, but we're sipping peace in the middle of the storm. Yeah, life still pours, but we got sweet tea in the storm.
Early morning coffee, baby's crying in the room. You're making pancakes while I lace up my boots. The sun peeks in on a brand new plan. Just two young hearts doing the best we can. We ain't got riches, just a roof and dreams, but love fills up the in-betweens. We kiss, scrape knees, and hold small hands, learning day by day how to make a stand. We're gonna raise our kid the best we can, with bedtime stories and calloused hands. Through the storms and the sleepless nights, we'll teach them wrong and we'll teach them right. We don't have all the answers yet, but we got love and no regrets. Building dreams with our own hands, raising our kid the best we can. First bike ride down the old dirt track, you run ahead and never look back. Tears in our eyes, proud and scared, but we're always right behind, always there. Someday you'll grow and chase the sky, but you know we gave it all our try. And we may stumble, but we stand side by side with hearts in hand. Yeah, we raised our kid the best we could, with Sunday prayers and firewood. Through every laugh and every scar, you'll carry pieces of who we are. We didn't need a perfect plan, just love, just hope, just where we stand. We gave our all through joy and sand, raised you, child, the best we can. Our kid the best we can, with bedtime stories and calloused hands. Through the storms and the sleepless nights, we'll teach them wrong and we'll teach them right. We don't have all the answers yet, but we've got love and no regrets. Building dreams with our own hands, raising our kid the best we can. Raising our kid the best we can.
Dust on my boots, been a long, long ride. Miles of silence and a heart I couldn't hide. I came back home where the red dirt flows, where her letter said, I'll be waiting, don't let go. Pulled in slow by the old oak tree, sun sinking down on our gravel street. Then I saw her in that summer dress, running like love that couldn't rest. She ran to me, arms open wide, with the sweetest tears and stars in her eyes. front porch faded, but her smile was bright, like a porch light shining through the night. I dropped my bag, she held on tight, like all those years had passed just right. In that one moment, wild and free, she ran to me. Her hair flew back in the golden breeze. The time stood still beneath the trees. I whispered soft, I'm home to stay. She said, I'd never let you go anyway. Some love don't fade with time or miles, it just waits with open arms and smiles. She ran to me, arms open wide, with the sweetest tears and stars in her eyes. That front porch faded, but her smile was bright, like a porch light shining through the night. I dropped my bag, she held on tight, like all those years had passed just right. In that one moment, wild and free, she ran to me. Every time I think of Grace, I see her laughing in that place. Forever starts when love won't flee, and she runs to me. Porch lights on, but the world is still. Crickets sing beyond the hill. The breeze is soft, the stars burn bright. It's just me and my thoughts tonight. The coffee's warm in my weathered hand. Radio hums that old love band. Your picture leans near the window light, smiling back at this quiet night. Quiet night where memories speak of simpler times and gentle weeks. No highway sounds, no city lights, just heartbeats under moonlit skies. It's in the silence I hold you tight, here with me on this quiet night. The screen door creaks, a dog lies still. The clock ticks slow on the windowsill, and I wonder if you feel it too. That hush that brings me back to you. Some nights roar, but some just breathe and leave a piece you never want to leave. I close my eyes and feel you near. The stars might fade, but you're still here. Quiet night where memories speak of simpler times and gentle weeks. No highway sounds, no city lights, just heartbeats under moonlit skies. It's in the silence I hold you tight, here with me on this quiet night. So I'll sit here till the morning blue, wrapped in the quiet, that sounds like you. One more page in this book we write, another song for a quiet night. Down on Broadway, under neon skies, there's a girl who stops the world with her eyes. Miranda walks like a southern breeze, with a heart as wild as the Tennessee trees. And cowboys pause when she walks by. She don't wear diamonds, but she shines so high. She ain't trying, but she steals the scene, the kind of beauty only country means. Miranda, the prettiest soul in Nashville town, with a voice like sunset and hair hanging down. She don't need a crown or a silver stage, she's a song on every songwriter's page. Yeah, Miranda, you're more than just a dream. You're the queen of every country boy's scene. She works the cafe on 2nd Street, pours coffee and kindness so bittersweet. She hums old hymns when the day is slow and makes the whole damn world feel like home. Miranda ain't just looks and charm, she's thunder wrapped in a field so calm. She's laughter, pain, and fire in her soul, the kind of girl who makes a broken heart whole. Miranda, Nashville's brightest flame. No girl before or after is quite the same. You wear your roots like a melody, strong, sweet, and wild as a cypress tree. Oh, Miranda, every song I write is you. The heart of Nashville shining true.
There's a quiet place where the river bends, where the water shines and the tall grass bends. Mountains stand like they've seen it all, and the wildflowers bloom by the old stone wall. We've walked these banks since we were kids, skipping stones and making our bits. You'd laugh and run through the open field, and I'd chase your smile like a wagon wheel. Will you marry me by the river, where the sky meets the land forever, where the breeze tells stories in the trees, and your hand fits just right in me, with the mountains watching silently? Will you marry me by the river, please? Our names in that cottonwood, right where your heart first understood.
Now I'm down on one knee with a ring so small, but a love that's wide as this canyon wall. I ain't got much but a good old truck, some honest work and a little luck, but I'll build a home with these two hands if you'll say yes to this simple man.